Hey everybody, this is D Hunter, bringing another action figure diorama review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Extreme Sets Mansion pop-up diorama. This is from the latest Multiverse Series 10 wave of Extreme Sets dioramas. I've been looking forward to this one for quite some time, ever since they announced it. This is going to be great, hopefully, for a Bruce Wayne mansion for my Batman world. I have the Extreme Sets Batcave, and this mansion should complement it very nicely. Shout out to my boy RB from RebTech's eBay store. He sent me this thing to review. He sells a lot of Extreme Sets at his eBay store, and a lot of them have free shipping. He even has the newest ones, so go check him out. So let's take a look at the packaging here. As you can see, the front's cardboard, says Mansion, got a bunch of portraits here. Here's a little example of how it's going to look inside the package. Top and the sides are kind of blank. I do have a little barcode here. I don't really see how it's going to help anybody though. Mansion pop-up diorama 1/12 scale. Backside simply says Extreme Sets. There is another barcode. But so much for the outside. Let's check out the contents. Alright, now that we got these pieces out of the package, here they are laid out. Looks like we've got a long corridor, 4 wall pieces, some floor pieces, a couple pillars, a grandfather clock, a TV, and then a staircase. This thing looks like it's going to work perfect for my uses. Should be an excellent Wayne Manor. And fortunately, this thing does come with an instruction sheet. First thing I'm going to do is make sure I have everything that's supposed to be in the box. Make sure nothing's missing, as that would greatly detract from my enjoyment of building this thing. And then we'll get started assembling it. In this video, we're going to take a look at the assembly of this thing, the measurements, action features, and then we'll check it out with a bunch of different action figure lines from different various companies to see how it fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can use with it. Hope you enjoy! So the first thing on these instructions is to build this 3D wall. You can see one side here is the corridor. It's got a bunch of portraits, a little cloth hanging there. On the other side, looks like it should go by the staircase. So the first thing I want to do is pop this thing open. Now fold it very strongly the other direction. The firmer you fold it against the creases, the better it'll be in the long run. Then you're going to want to fold these things inward. Just get a very nice fold against the crease here. Same thing with the little tabs on the sides. Do the same with the bottom. At this point, it's going to look about like this. Next, you're going to want to pop this open, fold in the tabs, and tuck this under. Do that for both the top and the bottom. And once you assemble this 3D wall, it'll look about like this, in a 3D rectangle type shape. Now let's assemble the staircase. You're going to have the staircase base, the white piece in the middle. Then you're going to have a bunch of these smaller steps. One for the top, and then a larger one. You'll start off by popping the staircase open. You want to crease it here on the seam. Ideally, it'll sort of stay up like this, but it won't hold its shape until you add the steps. Now you want to get the bottom step. It has this larger one here. Fold all the different tabs. So you'll take your staircase and this bottom step. Take the staircase, hold it upright, take your bottom step. It's going to fit into the slot here, then it's going to wrap around, the tab is going to fit into the slot at the bottom. Now it'll look like this with the bottom step attached, starting to hold its shape a little bit. Now you take this one smaller step, this is your second step, go ahead and fold it on all the creases here. Once that's done, you'll put this first step right next to the second step, helping hold the staircase together. Here's a second step attached. Now you'll take all the middle steps, there's something like 12 of them, fold them all in the creases, and then put each one in one by one. Here's the third step attached. And then here are almost all the steps onto the staircase. Really added a lot of durability to this thing. One last piece, it's the top step. You'll go ahead and crease it on all the sides here. And then you'll insert it into the top step, and it's going to wrap around and insert into these tabs here. And now that I have the top step in, the staircase complete, it's going to look like this. Here's the staircase next to the 3D wall. Now to put these accessory pieces together, we have the grandfather clock, the TV, and a couple of pillars. They all pretty much have the same sort of function design features. Rectangle, pop it flat, crease it against there, crease each tab inward. And once you've got all that crease, you'll sort of fold everything inward. The pillars, done in the same kind of style. Simply pop it open, fold it against itself, fold on all the tabs. Once the clock, TV, and pillars are assembled, they're going to look like this. I can't believe the thing comes with a grandfather clock. Extreme Sets knows what they're doing. This is intended to be a Wayne Manor, just like that cave command center was intended to be a bat cave. Now to connect the wall panels, there are 4 of them and they're all a little bit different, so you can customize and put them in any order you like. In order to assemble them, you'll have to crease them on the sides just like the other pieces. It's got a pretty large crease here. Fold it under, crease it as firmly as you can. Then it has these holes here. You'll take the tabs on the wall and you'll put them into these holes on each side of the other wall piece. Now that we've got all 4 walls put together, here's how it's going to look from the inside. It's starting to take some shape here. We've got windows on the left, doors on both the back pieces, and the staircase wall on the right. Now let's look at the flooring. It's one large piece, folded open, and it's going to look about like so. Here's how the set looks with all 4 walls and the floor. 2 thumbs up so far. Add in the staircase. Now add in the 3D wall, which can be placed anywhere in the set, but it makes the most sense isolating the staircase on the side. Add in the pillars, the grandfather clock, and the random TV on the floor, and this is a set in its entirety. I definitely don't plan to leave that TV on the floor. I'm going to find some TV stand and something else to do with that TV. Besides that, this set is amazing. Going to be a great Wayne Manor backdrop. Now let's check out the measurements of this thing, and it is huge. So as far as how wide it is, from one side to the other, sitting at about 40 inches wide. As far as how deep it is, sitting at about 26 inches deep. And as far as how tall it is, about 14 inches tall. Now let's check out the action features of this set. So for starters, it's got a window on the left side. You can do some pretty cool things with the window. I hung a white cloth on the outside and put a flashlight behind it. Kind of simulates some daylight. It's also got a functioning door back here. You can actually open and shut this thing. I don't really want to do that as it's going to permanently change the cardboard. These are a set of double doors. It's also got a single door elsewhere on the back wall. This could also open and shut, but I don't really want to do that. Like I said before, it'll permanently change the cardboard. It won't stay flush. And then we have the staircase. It's got a wall on either side and comes out very nicely. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the assembly, the action features, and the measurements of this thing, now let's put in some more props and guys. So for starters, I moved the pillars to the back, took the TV out, and put the grandfather clock in the corner. This is going to give me a lot more space. As huge as this thing is, I just need some more room. In Batman comics, the grandfather clock is his entrance to the Batcave, so I'm so happy they included that with this thing. So I started off by adding a fireplace from Diamond Select Toys' Gotham line, and there's a portrait of the Wayne family above. Add a comfy recliner in front of the fireplace, and I also added a piano in front of the window. And here I added Alfred dusting the grandfather clock in the background. We've got Bruce Wayne sitting in the recliner looking at the portrait of his family, and then Damian Wayne standing next to him. And just a closer look at my scene with the Wayne Manor. Absolutely loving this thing. And just another angle of Bruce Wayne and Damian Wayne in front of the fireplace. Here's a party scene similar to the I Believe in Harvey Dent party from The Dark Knight. Do you want to know how I got these scars? You got a little fight in you. I like that. Then you're gonna love me. It could also make for a great party scene, like the party Lex Luthor threw in Batman vs Superman. Bruce Wayne, Clark Kent, and Lex Luthor all meeting up. It would also work great as Xavier's mansion for your X-Men figures. Here's a look at my large Batcave and Wayne Manor display. It's in a walk-in closet, which is an offshoot of my main Gotham City action figure room. Heading in, got a ton of vehicles down here, and these are all vehicles that will accommodate 6 or 7 inch figures. See a couple of large Batman vs Superman and Justice League Batcaves here. Got some trophies down there. The Batman Animated Series Batcave. Batman Forever large Batcave diorama. Bunch of armored bat suits. Bunch of vehicles. Then we have the Wayne Manor. Here's the first shelf. Got Alfred's kitchen. Even a place for Alfred to do laundry. This is how I've incorporated some of the extreme sets into my Wayne Manor Batcave setup. You can see the extreme sets Batcave pieces down there, and even lower as well. Of course, we've got another shelf of the Wayne Manor, Damian Wayne's room, Bruce Wayne with Alfred at the fireplace, the library, and more. And then above that, we have an absolute ton of different Bat vehicles over the years. Now let's check this diorama out, next to some action figures from different various companies, to see how it fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can use with it. I'm going to start off my comparisons with some of the larger action figure lines I collect, and work way smaller. I feel like this thing works every bit as good with these 7-inch figures as it does for the smaller 6-inch figures. Here's some Jakks Pacific wrestling figures, some Diamond Select toys, and some McFarlane toys in this diorama. And here are some DC Direct or DC Collectibles figures, some NECA figures, and some Mattel wrestling figures in this diorama. Then, next to some Jazzwares AEW wrestling figures, some Mezco 112 cloth soft goods action figures, and some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And finally, next to some Mafex figures, some Hasbro Mart Religions, and some SH Figure Arts action figures. So overall, this is a fantastic diorama. It's going to work so good for my purposes. I didn't think this Wayne Manor was going to be as accurate to what I was looking for as it is. So giving this thing 2 thumbs up for Extreme Sets. You take this mansion and put it above Extreme Sets Batcave, you've got yourself 2 amazing DC Batman displays. So if I were to rate this thing, I'm going to give it a very solid 8 out of 10. It's almost a little bit too big or too deep, but for my purposes, I'm not going to use the flooring. I'm just going to use the background pieces to enhance my Wayne Manor setup. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure and diorama reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will talk to you guys real soon.